This is not your typical podcast.
Get ready for adult conversations with world changers.
Led by two unstoppable hosts with Down syndrome. The Audrey
And Jeremy Show. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Jeremy Fraser, and you are watching the Audrey Jeremy Show.
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Hi, everybody. My name is Audrey Presby. We are so happy you are here today. Today, our awesome, lovely guest is Patti Adams. Has been working with Club 21 for almost 2 years. That is awesome so far. As their transition, okay, I might say this wrong.
You got it.
Okay. The transition coordinator, and recently as an executive director before Club 21, Patti worked in special education for almost 30 years. That's incredible.
Wow, that's incredible.
I'm old. That's why it's incredible.
Patti is also a mom of 3 kids, and one of which Liv has Down syndrome.
That's
I'm pretty
awesome.
sure I got that right?
You totally got that right.
Okay, good.
Totally got that right. Thank you so
Good.
much for having me here. This is really the pinnacle of my career, getting the invitation to come to this podcast. I'm a huge fan.
Yay. Patti, congratulations on becoming the executive director of Club 21. That is pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about what it is and how you found it?
Club 21 is an amazing nonprofit. We're located in Pasadena, and it is designed to support families who have family members, children usually, with Down syndrome. The organization was started about 19 years by a visionary mother and a group of other mothers. Nancy Lidekin felt that she needed a community to address educational issues for her daughter, Molly. And she founded and was the executive director of Club 21 up until about a month ago. So not only are we a resource center related to education, we offer classes for families, we offer classes for little babies, we offer classes for adults. And I think more importantly, we really are provide a sense of community to families who have kids with Down syndrome.
That's aspiring and has really impacted others.
Yeah, so is it fun to work with babies with Down syndrome?
It is very fun to work with babies with Down syndrome. I will tell you that I left the educational system. I retired from education a couple years ago, and I missed working with students in general. So honestly, I enjoy working with all the kids at Club 21, but I have to tell you, the young adults are my favorite. Young adults are my favorite, just because those are my peeps. Those are who I've worked with growing up, and yeah, it's a lot of fun across the board.
That's awesome.
So I think me and Jimmy both did it.
Yeah.
And me and my sister went to volunteer
Okay.
for a little daycare thing at Club 21,
Okay.
which was actually pretty fun because you get to work with little kids.
So
And you
cute.
get to play with them.
So every second Saturday we run programs for the full age span. So you probably came on a second Saturday because we do have daycare for little kids. We have program for older kids, and the second Saturday activities are all supported by volunteers. And so that was probably what you participated in, and we couldn't run our programs without our amazing volunteers.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. Club 21 is a wonderful resource for families and friends, members, for you. Has there been a favorite part about working at Club 21?
So I think my favorite part has been meeting all the families. So we have families that come from all over Southern California, right? From different places. And I think the best part about working at Club 21 has been meeting the diverse group of families that we have who have kids of all ages. It's been really fun to get to know the Club 21 community.
Especially the families and their kids and the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And educate the kids to understand what life is and have a little bit of fun. In
Absolutely.
their lives.
Always have to have fun, but I think it's important too. I think we want to empower families to have very high goals and aspirations. Whether they have a little tiny baby right now, that little tiny baby is going to grow up to be an adult, right?
Yeah.
Like all of our kids have. So we want to encourage families in our communities to have a high aspirations for opportunities for our kids.
Love that.
Yeah.
Club 21 focus a lot on transition to adulthood. What are some of the biggest challenges family faces when a student leaves the school system?
That's a great question, and it is a huge challenge that impacts our community. So when you are in school, right, you went through school, kindergarten through high school, or maybe some of our kids go to a transition program, you had teachers and you had therapists and you had a schedule and you had a routine and you had transportation and you knew you were going to be in school 30 hours a week. You knew what your each year was going to look like. You had a case manager who wrote your IEPs, who kind of managed things for you, right?
Yeah.
Your parents came and gave input, but there was a whole team there helping you be successful in school. What happens when you leave school is that team is gone, right? And it was really left up to parents and their kids to try to navigate the various systems that can support their young adults after they leave school. And that is not easy.
Yeah.
And it's not one-stop shopping. And there isn't a case manager that they can call. And it's very different if I want my child to get a job, or if I want them to go to college, or if I want them to be doing something creative out of the box, right?
Yeah.
All of that kind of falls on a parent to be able to navigate those systems. And that can be very challenging, right? If you don't know the systems, that's one thing. If you are working hard, you have a hard job and you are working consistently, it's difficult to have the time to manage the systems. So Club 21 hopes to help families with that process.
I love that because that inspires a lot of kids that are going through a lot, like what you just said about adults who are our students are leaving the school system, and that is when you just said about that is a challenge. And as a man, I see the point of view. I think my mom did the same thing to me when I left the school system, and she worked her butt off for me to leave school system, and I think it was inspiring. We just said it's really impact a lot of kids, and so I want for myself is to start helping families and kids to come to Club 21.
Well, we haven't mentioned that you are our board member.
I
You
am.
are on the board
Yes.
of Club 21.
I
So
am.
we
Yes, you
do
are.
want you to encourage other children and families to come. Both of your moms are strong advocates. That's why you're sitting here with the podcast, right? They've
Definitely.
supported your dreams.
Yes.
They've thought outside the box. They've been able to navigate resources that might be available to you. And so we want to do that for families who might not know how to do that. We
Yeah.
want to be a resource for them.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so this is kind of like the funny part of this.
Okay.
We have crossed paths a lot and a few times. Mm-hmm. Like Liv that got a Ruby's Rainbow Scholarship.
She did. She did get a Ruby's Rainbow Scholarship. And what did you guys do with that?
And I think we gave her
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause
You did. I think it was in the depth
yeah.
of COVID.
Yeah.
So it was a little weird, but yeah, we didn't even know each other at that point, and you guys were gifted her with a very generous gift.
To be honest with you, the title of that is really long. It's Audrey and Jeremy, Our Future is Bright, Ruby's Rainbow, Rockin' Recipient Scholarship.
There you go. It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful and tongue twister for you.
It's a very long title. But
Right.
long.
And so
Yeah.
that was a while ago. Like that was 2020, I think. Maybe,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
right?
during
I
COVID,
remember
during
that.
COVID.
So
yeah.
that was 6 years ago. Isn't
Wow.
that crazy to think we met back then?
That's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
We also caught a few times at Melinda Linder's Somewhere Over the Rainbow music video.
That was fun.
Yeah,
that was a lot of
it
fun.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was an amazing house. Remember, it was up on the hill and it had that gorgeous view.
Oh, it was so
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
so
that was a
pretty.
fun event. That was a fundraiser
was.
too,
That
was
right?
so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then me and Jeremy were MCs at Club 21 Best Buddy Walk with TJ.
Yeah. Yes. This past October, you were MCs of our walk. Our walk is our biggest fundraiser and our biggest party, right? Did you guys have a good time? There was a lot going on
did.
there.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you guys did amazing. You did a really nice job, and I commend you because you practiced a lot. You just didn't walk in cold. You did a great job, and I have to tell you, the majority of families, not all there, but a lot of our families that are at the walk are families of children who are younger with Down syndrome. So I think you just have to stop and think about how empowering it was for those families to see two young adults who are professional, accomplished, living their best life, standing up there as role models for their children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then your daughter Liv was accepted to the first Redwood C Scholars class at UC Davis. That's funny. That's the school I went to too. Mm-hmm. What was it like for you as a mom with Liv living independently at college?
Well, I think any mom, if you ask your moms, right, we all struggle when our kids go off to college. We all wonder if we've prepared them well enough, if they will make good choices, if they have the independent skills, and it's a very emotional time to launch your child. And all of that was true with Liv, with the added extra element of, is she ready? Will she be able to problem solve efficiently? Because problems come up in college, right? Will she be able to seek help, assistance if she needs it? And besides the fact that I was going to miss her terribly because she was my youngest and I would be an empty nester, I worried a lot about those things. But guess what? Not surprisingly, she nailed it. Right? And I think it speaks to a lot of the time that we know in our community, if you give our kids opportunities and high expectations, most of the time they rise and meet them, right? I mean, you guys are certainly an example of that. So it was very emotional, mostly for me. There was a lot of tears, mostly for me. But she did well, and that's where she was meant to be.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's like the first time when I went to Davis and my mom was crying and that she made me cry.
Yes, lots of tears.
Yeah,
Lots
a lot of tears.
But I bet your mom cried for when your brother and your sister went off too. It's just an emotional.
I think when my sister went to college, the person that cried the first was actually my sister.
Well, that's true. It's very emotional.
She literally walked back to her dorm room and she was bawling her eyes out that she was going to stay in Arkansas.
Well, it's a big transition, right? Leaving your home, leaving your mom and dad.
And apparently my mom cried on the airplane back home.
Of course she did. Of course she did.
So separate times, but they both did it.
Yeah. It's a big transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first see my sister going to college, just not me, but my
Were you in
mom,
tears?
my mom, my
Yeah.
dad, and myself and my brother. Mostly, it was me and my mother
Crying?
crying that she's gonna make it from
Is it tears of joy or tears of sadness?
joy. Like,
Good.
I'd rather not say sadness, but she's doing great now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Singing lives tradition into adulthood. As a mom, is there something families and teens with Down syndrome can start doing now to prepare?
That's a great question. I think we have to think about the skills that our young adults need post high school and adulthood and start working on them in early elementary school.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if the goal is employment, if the goal is independent living, if the goal is an inclusive college, if the goal is staying at home and doing something in the community. Those skills that we need are things like being responsible, right?
Yeah.
How do we learn how to be responsible? We have chores around the house, right? We have activities that we are responsible for starting, completing, and finishing independently. We need to start working on skills like time management, following a schedule. It could be a little visual schedule that we have maybe to get ready for school in the morning, right? When they're little, trying to get out the door. It could be for younger teenagers learning to take feedback, right? That when an adult gives you some feedback, it's not criticism, but it's some information that you should process and think about. It should be learning how to, if you don't know how to do something, what do? We go get help.
Yeah.
We ask someone for it. What do we do if someone comes and helps us and we still don't understand? We can learn to say things like, can you please show me? Can you please write it down for me? So all of those skills that you need as an adult, and I'm sure you guys have these skills now, but I think I would say to families of younger kids, it's never too early to start working on those skills because we want to eventually generalize those into kind of typical settings when they leave school. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a problem with time management when I was a kid.
With what?
Time management.
Well, that's a hard concept, right? It's executive functioning. That's a part of our brain that takes a while to develop. But nowadays we have things to help us, right?
Yeah.
iPhones, alarms, calendars, all of those things that when I was a teacher, my students didn't have. So I think there is a lot more technology support. And I think the sooner we start teaching our kids how to access that, the more independent they're going to be later on. Do you guys use alarms or a calendar on your phone?
Both.
Both. Right.
I also got a digital calendar for Christmas as a gift
Oh, nice.
and an Echo.
And so is that one that like goes up on the wall?
No, it's kind of like an iPad kind of thing.
Okay,
Except it's
okay.
like a calendar that will show you what things you're doing in that week and what's going to happen the next day.
Nice. So you can be prepared, you can be organized, you can predict your routines.
Yeah.
That's great. So
I also have alarms, but
Okay.
sometimes this happens actually every morning. I
Yes.
don't get out of bed until like after my
do you hit
timer
the
goes off.
snooze? You hit
I don't hit snooze. I don't care. My phone does this weird update things that
Okay.
I think everybody must have on their phones. Is that I slide it.
Yeah.
I just slide it instead
and turn it off.
and turn it off.
Okay.
And then I stay in my bed. And then I don't get up until 30 minutes after.
Do you ever go back to sleep and then miss an appointment?
Mostly just for school.
Oh, for school. Okay.
When I was a kid, it was
when you
just
were
school.
had to be at school. Okay. So something like that, like learning to navigate your alarm on your phone is something you could, and getting yourself up in the morning is something that parents of kids with younger kids can start working on now, right? So that they have that ability to manage that part of their routine independently.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Wait, which one? Oh, this one. Okay. Your experience is so important to the Down syndrome community. You worked in education for decades. That sounds a little old.
It really sounds old. Yes, but I did. I started being a teacher when I was very, 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 very young. But yes, it has been decades.
Wow.
Wow.
You are also a parent advocate, and now you have experience in transition to adulthood. Is all of this true?
All of this is very true. You did your research. Yes.
Totally did. With that knowledge, where would you say the biggest challenge right now in childhood education or after leaving school?
That's a really good question. So, our educational system has a long way to go, right? We're still having conversations about least restrictive environment. We're still having conversations that because you have a certain disability, maybe you belong in a class other than a general education class. And we're still having to have hard conversations to get our kids included in classrooms and activities on the campus. That being said, at least, like I said previously, there is a system for families to access. I go to my neighborhood school. I know I'm going to get services. I might have an IEP. If I'm going to go down to the neighborhood school, I'm going to enroll, and then I'm a student, right? And then you get to be a student for 12, 13, 14 years, depending on what your program is.
Yeah.
I would say the greatest challenge is post-high school because you have to navigate regional center.
Yeah.
Becomes one of your primary service providers. If you want to go to work, you need to advocate Department of Rehabilitation. If you want to go to college, you have to navigate both of those, plus financial aid systems or ways to fund it. If you want support living in your home, you have to know how to navigate IHSS. If you really want to do creative stuff, you need to know how to navigate SDP, Self-Determination Program.
Oh, yeah.
And so I think because there's not just one place you can go and you have to navigate systems, I think it's more challenging when you leave school.
Yeah.
Certainly more challenging for families.
Yeah. If I have to answer that one for myself,
Yeah.
probably the same thing. Because after leaving school, when you just said it, everything, I think that's the biggest challenge.
What did you do right out of high school?
I started, after high school, I went to the self-determination program.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't do that.
What were you doing with your self-determination services?
I talked to my mom about this,
Yeah.
and now I have support staff
Right.
that can help me, get me everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Like, for example, surfing, could take me to Club 21, take me to dances,
Doctor's appointments.
doctor's appointments, yeah. It helps me to be the better person I am now.
When you left high school, didn't you go to work? Did
Yeah.
you have a job?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
What was your job?
that job?
I work at a cafe called the Best of Friends Cafe.
Oh, okay.
It was awesome, and I had a great experience with working.
Yeah.
And I had a job coach to help me with, like, doing stuff like washing the dishes, busting tables, not cooking because we got people there doing that.
Yeah.
I got 2 of my siblings work with me with this, and it was pretty awesome.
And you worked at a car dealership, didn't
I
you?
did, I
okay.
did.
Yeah. No, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember that.
Irvine B&W?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been there for
Yeah.
3 years, and I know the system.
Yeah.
We grab a pin ticket, we grab the parts, and give it to the mechanics, and we do all that again.
Are
Keep
you
going.
still working there, or are you?
I'm actually not there anymore.
not there. Okay. So you moved on.
I moved on
Absolutely.
because they wanted me to work there for like 48 hours.
Oh, my
and
gosh.
They wanted me. They didn't even pay me. It was like an internship.
Okay.
And
yeah.
I decided to leave because what's the point of leaving?
Well, we don't work for free.
No,
We
we're
don't
here
work
for
for free.
money.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And now
Absolutely.
I'm working with SoCal Surf Therapy.
Are
with
you
Tim.
a surf instructor there now?
No, but hopefully I will probably get there eventually.
Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. Now, what did you do after high school? What was your first thing?
So I got a diploma when I graduated.
Okay.
I did a speech for my graduation.
Nice.
But I was not a valedictorian.
Okay.
Which-
Neither was I.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was worth it. And then after, I went straight into trying to look for colleges.
Okay.
And then during summer at that area, I worked with my dad. My dad owns a company called Jamila Canvas. And for that job, I basically organized clothes
Oh.
and fabric books.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And I forward clothes because they like having new clothes.
Sure.
Because they do like fun like holiday gifts, and most of them are like hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts.
Okay.
So I do that for my job there. And then I did work at a dance studio.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a studio. It's just like a bunch of different places. It's called Connect Dance. It got made by from Newport Harbor dance team that created it. It started at that school, and then I went to, well, because so one of my friends,
Okay.
her name is Chandler Green, she has a brother who is on the spectrum, like we are, because we have Down syndrome.
Yeah.
And his name is Asher.
Okay.
They started it because of him,
Gotcha.
and they thought it would be super cool to create a dance program for people with disabilities.
Okay.
So it's like a community thing.
Okay.
And so I have volunteered there with them because I was also part of the dance team. And so they all knew who I was, which is really nice. And then I started it through high school all the way until like probably for the rest of my life.
Oh, okay. So you're still volunteering.
Yes.
Cool. Very
I
cool.
love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you were in college, you wrote a dissertation in normalizing work for adults with Down syndrome. What does normalized work mean, and why does it matter?
Okay, so my dissertation had the phrase normalized work in there, and that's just going to show you how long ago that was. So I wrote my dissertation in the 90s, which was a while ago, and that was the word in academia, college language, that they used for integrated places. So it seems silly, normalized. I mean, it really is almost an offensive word, right? So what I was looking at was what were things that were predictors of kids getting jobs in typical, integrated, normal settings. I was looking for work that wasn't segregated and separate, but looking for integrated work. That's just what that crazy word meant, just integrated, typical settings.
Okay.
That
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah,
Right?
totally makes sense.
Right, you don't run around saying normalized too much nowadays, but yeah, it's integrated settings. And so here's the funny thing. What I found in my little tiny research that I had to do as part of my program is still true today. And that is, if we want our young adults with Down syndrome to be in real jobs, in real settings that are not segregated, that are typical down the street, like your dad's building, or your dad's work and so forth, we have to do three things. We have to have high expectations. We have to give them work experience early on, and that work experience can be volunteer jobs. right? You talked about that.
Yeah.
And the third thing is parents have to have high expectations.
Definitely.
It's all still kind of
Yeah.
true nowadays, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If a middle school student with Down syndrome said, "What kind of job could I have?" What would you tell them?
What you can have, what is your dream? That would be my response. What is your dream? I don't think we should be telling middle school students, oh, well, you can't do this because you have a disability, or you can't do this because you have Down syndrome. What's your dream? Because it is important that people eventually end up in jobs where they're happy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think for a long time, our goal for kids when they leave high school is they get a job, right? Ooh, they get a job and they stay there. Nobody stays at their first job, right? You've moved on,
Yeah.
moved on, most
Yeah.
kids move on. And so the job right out of high school isn't going to be the perfect dream job, and that's okay. We're going to learn something from it, and then we're going to try a different experience. So I would say at age 13, what's your dream? And you know what? Your dream at 13 is going to be different than your dream at 18. And your dream at 18 is going to be different than your dream at 28, right? Because
Yeah.
you mature and grow as adults. But I think it's important that you follow your dreams, follow
Yeah.
what you want to do.
I would probably tell them he could get a job anywhere.
Yeah,
What makes you the happiest?
that's right.
And if you're in middle school with a kid, with a student with Down syndrome, go for it. Like
Absolutely.
any job you want, what is your dream? Like what type of an age it is? Maybe 13, maybe 13 till maybe 30. Because a lot of people think that jobs are really cool because they make us happy, and I want them to feel the same thing that I felt.
Absolutely, absolutely. You spend a lot of time at work. You should be happy. You should feel like you're doing something meaningful.
Yeah.
And you know, if you are going to move on later on in life, you might need rent money, right? You
Yeah.
might need money to pay to do fun things you want to do. So employment is very, very important for our
It is.
community.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, if we all had to answer that question in your dreams,
Yeah.
what would that be?
Oh, that's a good question. What would my dream have been at age 13?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? It was I wanted to be a teacher. And I kind of ended up doing it. Yeah.
That's funny.
And
Yeah.
look at you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What was your dream at 13?
I wanted to be an astronaut and work for NASA.
I love that.
I love that, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought it was
Were you wanting like to put on the whole spacesuit and go to the moon?
maybe.
Okay. All right.
I was really curious. My hobby of mine when I was a kid was astronomy.
Really? Oh, that's so interesting.
I'm still interested in it now,
Yeah.
but I'm 21, and I think and I really changed my answer for this.
Yeah.
Is that instead of working for NASA, which seems a little too ambitious,
That makes sense.
is to own my own arts online business.
Oh, I love that. I love that. To sell art, your art or other people's art?
No, my art that I make,
Okay.
and then customize stuff
Right.
so people can have the art that I have created.
Well, totally. You totally do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get a store and put your stuff up on Etsy.
Oh, I love that.
To start with that.
I
Yeah,
love that
totally.
too.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your goal at age 13?
Oh wow. The
Seventh
dream
grade.
job when I was 13.
Yeah.
An actor.
Yeah, well,
An actor.
Okay. All right.
I started acting when I was 13.
Okay.
And it was pretty fun. I did some modeling, and I did some different commercials with Walmart, other stores too.
Really?
And now the age of I'm 25 and almost 26. My dream job is actually becoming a self-advocate.
Well, you you are really kind of already are a self-advocate. I don't know that there's a becoming, but yes, you are an excellent motivational speaker. You
Thank
are
you.
very empowering to people and communities that listen to you. I would say you are
Yeah, I
an
am.
amazing self-advocate.
Thank you.
They kind of
But aren't you still doing
yeah.
a little bit of acting too?
I am actually.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's still part of the dream.
It is still the dream because I cannot believe I'm saying it now, but because it's not aired yet. It's called Bad Thoughts. I'm on a Netflix show.
Shout out to Bad Thoughts.
Yeah, shout out to Bad Thoughts.
Is the name of the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they asked me, and they wanted me to do it, and it was like at first it was like inappropriate, but I told my mom said no, I'm not gonna put my son out there.
Okay.
And I said, Mom, if you say no, why would I say yes? Because I'm not going to be doing it. My character's not going to do it. And secondly, it's fun because it's funny. And it's crazy how the director liked it and he fell in love with what I just did. So it's going to be aired. Hopefully, I don't know, but whatever it is, I let you know.
Is it a movie or a TV show?
It's a TV show.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
Is
on
it
Netflix.
on now?
No,
It's a new one.
No.
It's a new one. It's a new
yeah.
season. I'm excited.
Well,
and,
yeah.
And my brother saw the show, and he said, "My brother is actually auditioning for it."
Yeah.
Oh,
My
my
mom was telling him about that in New York because my mom was there, telling him and said, "My brother saw the show and said, I wish my brother said this. I quote, I wish my brother would be auditioning for Bad Thoughts."
Really?
And kaboom!
That's
I totally
crazy.
did.
Like that was manifested,
And it was
right?
so manifested.
I want to know how you talked your mom into it. If she was initially against it, but you,
If she was against it, I was also against it also.
yeah.
But I
So it was
realized
agree on agree.
I agree with my mom, but sometimes I disagree with her.
Well,
but that's okay.
That's
we
called,
talked
that's
about
called
it.
being a family.
Yeah.
But we talk about it.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, we were waiting in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
My mom told me, "You want to read the script?" And said, "Sure, why not?" And I read it, and not out loud in my head.
Right.
That was kind of weird.
People in the doctor's office would be looking over you.
What
you're
are
like,
you
"What?"
doing over here?
I want to hear that. I want to hear that line.
Honestly, no,
Right now,
never-
on live, on podcast.
No, not right now because it's not aired yet. Yeah, I want to shout out to the director Tyler. Shout out to the people who created this.
Yeah.
So I told my mom, like, she told me let's flip, not like flip the table, but
You mean flip the coin?
not like a flip a coin, but it's basically turn the tables on them.
Okay.
Versus
On
us and-
you.
Not on me, but other people who had Down syndrome. Because a lot of people with
Okay.
Down syndrome is afraid to show what's capable of what they will do for that show.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is a tug of war.
It's not a tug of war right now.
It kind of
It
sounds like it.
Was a discussion. You had a discussion with your mom and came
Yeah.
to an agreement?
Yeah. So
Okay.
I did it, and they found it. I didn't get the part of Toby, and I was okay with that.
Okay.
And they got me, and it's funny because your son is TJ, and I played TJ on Bad Thoughts.
Stop it. That's your character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when do you have any sense of when this is going to be aired?
I don't know. Hopefully this year. Hopefully. Oh,
Okay.
hopefully soon. I don't know.
Okay. Well, and I just saw on the TV the other day.
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mark's, our favorite sandwich place.
Same.
Yes,
Same.
you were in a commercial and amazing supporting Special Olympics, right?
Yes, I was. I was the only athlete that did it.
What sport do you do in Special Olympics?
I did Special Olympic cheerleading.
Cheerleading.
I
Okay.
did cheerleading, competitive cheerleading for 4 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And out of those 4 years, one of the years, we went to Seattle, Washington for the World Games for Special Olympics.
Oh, really?
And, okay, so there's this guy named Brad that we also interviewed.
Yeah.
He is a coach for one of the teams that went to Seattle, Washington, and we almost met that same day.
Oh, that's so weird. What a small community we have, right?
And every cheerleader was wearing the same red, black, and white uniform. So he thought he met me, but he didn't.
Oh, wow.
It was another cheerleader.
It was
the same uniform.
It was a different cheer team.
Okay. Oh, different cheer team.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, congratulations on your new commercial. That's very exciting.
Thank you. Love Jersey Mix. Okay.
Shout out to Jersey Mike.
Shout out to Jersey Max.
Okay. There has been a lot of advocacy in the Down syndrome community lately, like recent Core Down awareness campaigns. Do you see this kind of advocacy change attitudes in schools and communities?
Oh my gosh, have you guys seen those? They are phenomenal. Their latest campaign is, not using the R word because it's
Offensive?
it's offensive,
I agree.
and people say, well, it's always been around. And the campaign shows things that we used to do that we don't do anymore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is it's fabulous. It's so powerful. And I think the beauty of that campaign is it will make people stop and think.
Yeah.
But I think the way that we change minds and we change perceptions is by being included in all of our spaces, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I can watch a show about a kid with Down syndrome. I can watch a commercial that says, don't say the R word. Maybe I'll think about it, maybe I don't. But if I go to school with somebody and a friend of mine in my classroom has Down syndrome, it's a very different experience, right? I'm not going to be wanting to say the R word. I'm going to have the experience of knowing a person with Down syndrome. If I go to work, and one of my colleagues at work has Down syndrome, then I'm going to have a very different perspective. So I think those campaigns are phenomenal to get people thinking and talking, but I think the way that we actually change perceptions is by getting access to all the spaces in job sites, school sites, community things like church, activities, all of that. Because if you know people with Down syndrome, you're not going to be running around using the R word, right?
Yeah. Yeah, don't throw it out there.
Please don't.
Do not use the R word.
No.
And just because we used to
bad.
doesn't mean we could continue.
Use
Yeah.
the E word. Excited.
Or the H word, happy.
There you go.
What is one thing you help people listen today will do differently tomorrow when they think about people with Down syndrome?
I hope that they will think, what small act can I do to be more inclusive? And maybe it's not a person with Down syndrome. Maybe it's a person with autism. Maybe it's a person with a physical disability. But I'd like to think, everyone would think of what is one small thing that I can do to make my space more inclusive for a marginalized group that is not currently there. Can I put a ramp in my building? Can I hire a young person with a disability and give them their first employment opportunity? Can I reach out to someone with Down syndrome to be in my Girl Scout troop? It's little acts like this that then create space for us, right? And by being in those spaces where people make decisions and make policies and make laws and make all of the things that impact you as adults, I think is the most important thing we can do to make change.
Definitely.
Definitely. Okay. How can our listeners get involved with Club 21 as volunteers or donors?
Oh, well, thank you for asking. So the best way to connect with us is to go to our website. It's club21.org, and it's all spelled out, not the numbers, so it's kind of long. And on that page, it talks all about our various programs. So if you are a family with Down syndrome, if you know someone with Down syndrome, If you want to just connect and see what kind of programs we have, reach out on our website. If you are a pregnant mom and have just gotten a diagnosis, call us. We have a phenomenal team of people. We have other moms that can chat with you about that. If you'd like to volunteer, we have a very robust volunteer program that we could not run Club 21 Second Saturdays without. We would love to have you participate as a volunteer. That is on our website. And you said the D word, and as an executive director, this is a new word that I have just had to learn, and that is donors. And so if you are looking for a phenomenal nonprofit to support, please reach out to Club 21. I would love to chat with you about the life-changing things that we are wanting to do at our organization. We would love to have you sponsor our walk in October, and be a part of this amazing community.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot one more thing.
Okay.
We do random questions.
I know, I watch your show. Okay.
Would you like to say
You-
the open-ended question?
Okay.
Yeah.
You ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you could magically become excellent at one hobby overnight, what would you choose?
Oh, I love this one.
Magically become excellent at one hobby overnight, what would you choose?
I'm trying to think.
TikTok influencer.
Oh, okay. You would wake up and be a famous TikTok influencer?
Yes.
I could totally see you doing that without the magic. I mean,
Yeah.
I can totally
Yeah,
see you
right?
pulling that
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you wake up in the morning with this new hobby? What would it be?
And Instagram influencer.
Oh, look at you guys. You guys are already
Wait, hold on,
social
Instagram?
influencers.
Yeah.
Instagram. Okay. Social media. Okay.
Social media.
Okay. Okay. If I took away social media, what would it be?
Teacher.
A what?
Wait, a
Teacher.
what?
You would
Being a
wake up
teacher.
with be a teacher going to
Yeah.
work?
Be an educated teacher.
Oh, why
love
not?
Like my mom used to be.
Why not?
It's magic overnight.
Totally magic. So
What would you wake up as? No social media.
Without social media,
Yeah. Something not related
no
to
relation
social media.
can it be like online?
Sure.
My online art business.
Okay, so you'd wake up and your business would be up and running and
Yeah.
raking in the dough.
Yes.
I love that. I can see you doing that too. I can
Yeah.
see you guys doing all of that. And that's the beauty of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
How about you?
Well, I think if I had to wake up with one hobby, I would wake up as a very talented singer. I would wake up as a singer because I grew up with a cousin who is a phenomenal singer, and we would sing like in church together, and she would tell me, just mouth the words because I'm so off tune. I'm like really bad. So if I could wake up with one just random skill, I think I'd wake up as a singer.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is great to have you on our show.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
so much for having me. You two are really just such nice human beings, and I appreciate you being here. Appreciate all the work you do for Club 21. I know it's not easy being on a board. It's a lot of paperwork, right? A lot of talking.
Yeah,
but,
definitely.
I appreciate your support of that, and I just wish you all the best with your podcast and your endeavors going forward. I know you're going to just be even more phenomenal than you already are. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing the time to come, and thank you for just being here with us.